cinema, matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay. Cinema, matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay. For cinema, matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay.
Everyone to the welcome to the Toasted Ghost Milf Radio Hour. We are joined by Arrow 7X. Say something funny. Yes, and we are joined today by
God so of here Chaos. Is that of the great Rollo, God of Chaos, the edgy 14-year-old. Not really, but still.
And we have Mario, who is going to leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TheEpicMario, and if you probably saw my promo earlier, that's right, we're going to be talking about Meggy's Destiny, the SMG4 theatrical movie that caused quite a lot of controversy because of the fact that many people can't shake the fact that Destiny is dead as shit. Or should we say, dead, Steve?
Alright, where's the drum? Where's the fucking... Not fucking... Meggy's Destiny is possibly... Okay, so what is SMG4? What is SMG4? It used to be some random-ass show where Mario humps spaghetti and is racist.
And now, starting in 2017, things have changed. Especially now that Meggy Spletzer is here, Psycho's there, Tari's there, and now it's just a bunch of original characters that have taken over the show. This is simply because of the fact that many of the original Mario YouTubers, such as, Mario 54321, FM, X, and Enzo, choose not to be a part of SMG4 anymore.
And we do not speak of the yellow...
We can't exactly say Meggy Spletzer is part of the show anymore for like a while, because she's currently now going to be on her own show, Sunset Paradise, which is officially set to premiere, I don't fucking know when, but there is a pilot episode, which was decent at best, but my only problem is that the faces just look like there's just a bunch of stickers plastered onto some empty heads.
Speaking of Sunset Paradise completely invalidates Meggy's Destiny. There is no emotional payoff at this point with the creation of Sunset Paradise.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly the problem. See, throughout this past year, this whole SMG4 show, it's been mostly about Meggy trying to find her true calling in life. But the thing is, simply because she has to go on vacation to a place called Port Aurora. But she already won the Splatfest, and there's not much she can do now other than, go on a vacation and just face off an evil clone of herself. That's the problem. If you're going to develop a character, do it right. Especially with the episodes that led up to her leaving SMG4 in the first place. They're trying to mix comedy and drama, but the problem is that's very hard to do. You don't know whether the comedy is going to overrun the drama or if the drama is going to overrun the comedy. So you don't know if it's supposed to be funny or you know what, this is about to get so fucking serious. So that's really the main issue of SMG4 these days. You have to try to figure out the right way to balance it out. But again, you can't necessarily blame it on Kevin. It's the entire company that's going exactly. Especially, not just Kevin, but all the writers. As much as they're trying their best, people still hate SMG4 simply because of the fact that the original characters hog the spotlight for Mario and SMG4. Which, I don't have a problem with that, just as long as it doesn't become a nuance on the entire community, not just modern classic fans.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mario. But this episode isn't about Sons of Paradise. This is about Meggy's Destiny, which is a shitty movie, and it should have. You know what this movie should have been? This movie should have been Meggy just dying, going to heaven, and having brutal lesbian sex with Destiny.
And yeah, I don't even consider Meggy to be a fucking lesbian. I know I still consider her to be like tomboyish, but that doesn't mean I think she's a lesbian. As for what I think on the movie, I want to keep my original thoughts and say that it was an okay movie. I just felt like they could have built a little more on the characters, especially Killer Ink, because like they were only just like one-timers made for like just fucking systemic racism in Minneapolis. So,
or as I like to call it, subtle racism with full caps and bolded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So if you want my opinion,
Rowdy, what do you have to say about this shitty piece of shit that should have never been made?
Simple. Just Destiny. It kind of ruins Destiny, and Destiny was never meant to be a character in the first place. Like, what she was meant to be was Meg's rival. Okay, there's a lot you can do with that. But then they had to put some kind of emotional reason for her to exist. So they made her die 5 minutes in when they barely freaking knew each other.
yeah,
You're not Rollo, but
they
there's-
literally just they had a character and they threw it away. Like,
And people are still very angry.
Yeah, but this is like I know this is trying to be like long-term storytelling. This whole shit's been going on since 2017 when she first came onto the show. And then the anime arc came in, Destiny fucking died, and then she made a promise that she would win the Splatfest. And even though she did, it's just like it was all over the place. Like you never really know like if the episode to relate to the whole fucking story or not. Like her
I mean, like,
Like I said, when she won the Splatfest, she was supposed to get over whatever was going on, which she did in a way, but there was no real significant change. She was still the same depressed young adult she always was. She didn't return to anything more than just that.
it was just the same fucking failed Mary Sue of a character. It's like, what was the fucking point? There was no fucking point. She got over Destiny's death, but there was no fucking character development. She was still the same goddamn character.
And mind you, later on that past year, it was she was trying to find her true fucking calling. And then
The way that they made is to make Destiny such a big deal when she appeared in like 5 episodes.
I wouldn't be surprised if she appeared if she had more screen time in Meggy's Destiny than she did throughout the entire SMG4 series.
I'm just
so,
gonna
as I was saying, the problem with this whole thing is that again, like they said, she was still pretty fucking depressed, especially towards the end of the last year when she was trying to find her true calling, what job she wants to take, and that's what led to the whole fucking vacation. But they didn't even bother to freaking expand on the whole police Meggy crap. Like, it was just only there for like one episode, and that's it. Like, they could have expanded on it. That could have been her true calling. But no, they just gave up on it and decided, okay, sure, we need to give her her own series because, yeah, it could probably promote profit, make the Glitch channel profit better than it already did. Which, I understand that. But, like, you have to consider the fact that if you decide to choose a fucking idea and you really get it out there, you have to stick with it. You have to do something with it. I get like towards the end of that Officer Meggy thing, Mr. Monitor said that she still had a lot of training to do. Next thing you know, like next episode, there was no sort of crap like that. Like it was just back to the regular old Meggy that continued to freaking be depressed over the fact that Destiny's gone, and at the same time being happy that. Oh, okay, yeah. Now I gotta go. I'm out of here.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Afro.
Bye. Well, like it's like.
All right.
I'm just gonna say
talk about it. Yeah, like
I'm just gonna say.
SMG4 was trying to straddle the line between an episodic series and an arc series, and it just doesn't work. If you're going to go for a style, stick to it. Because I would have liked to see the Officer Meggy. It was an interesting idea.
I would have too. I think it would have been better than whatever the fuck she is right now.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Meggy was never a good character. Fuck. She's a Mary Sue. Everyone loves her for some reason, even though she has terrible development. And for some reason, she has Sims.
They probably have. They have several opportunities to probably even improve Meggy as a character.
You know what? I'm going to say it. When she started, it was all right. It was all right with the start because she was like a Mary Sue, but she owned it. She wasn't trying to be something that she wasn't.
I'm just glad she's out of SMG4 as of right now. The show's progressively getting better without her. The episodes have been wild cash grabby. It's still good. Finally.
I think that Meggy is not really a Mary Sue, but rather a failed Mary Sue because, like, you can clearly tell out. Like, you know, there were like the Mary Sue is like, you know, a character that nobody can hate, right? Like everyone has to love her. Well, I mean, I think you can tell not everyone loves her, but you know, if you're like a modern SMG4 fan or whatever, then you know, obviously, yeah, you got you know, he's gonna be your Mary Sue. You're gonna love.
It kind of reminds me of the animation. It was not made to make a sad emotion. It's weird. There were tons of close-ups, and you could see her eyes were stretching.
This is unrelated to the podcast, but Rowdy, you are really cutting out.
I think Apple, but it really could have been a lot better. Like it's like you have this character, you know, so many people love her, but like, why aren't you putting any effort into it? You're literally doing a no-budget piece of show with, like, in this case, in the movie's case, it's like you couldn't even take the time to fix the 5 seconds to fix the model so that it would work better for like emotions and stuff, and then you would probably have had a much better movie, you know. Like, but you couldn't take the 5 seconds out of your day to make the one character that everybody who watches your fucking show cares about, to make it look good. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I mean, it's kind of also the same problem with Sunset Paradise at this point. The way she's
played,
sure, it's expressive, but there's a lot of problems everywhere with the animation, and it's clearly visible.
Yeah, and to add, it's not even that original. It's like the fucking like the paper's fuck, like, you know, just like animation like freaking animation skin bow styles shit. Like, it's not even that good. Like, I didn't even watch the first episode. I watched the trailer and I didn't even want to watch it. Sunset Paradise, because like it was just, oh man, it was nasty. But I heard that. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Wario, you haven't spoken this entire podcast. If you want to say something, go ahead.
Thank you. I've been trying to talk for a while, okay, but thank you. This is something I saved.
All right, man.
All of Meggy's scenes is her animated. Not a single one.
I feel like Meggy's depression was not set up very well. PTSD, fine, you can get away with that, but depression is not something I particularly see about that.
Yeah, I mean, PTSD makes sense.
I can't hear a word that Waro's saying.
Well, shit.
I mean, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright. All of Meggy's scenes, animated. Her character is rushed. So was Dusty's. She could have had, like, nice potential. She was a fine character, but her arc and her character, like, writing was rushed. That ruined the character. She died. And then Meggy's Destiny was an even more rushed version of the rushed story, which kind of just was like, we kind of messed up, so we have to erase Destiny from everything. Like,
and this
her character was so rushed, they didn't want to, like, deal with that problem. Like, shit, you fucked up. So then they made the thing. One, Destiny's character was too rushed and it ruined everything, so they had to write that off. And two, advertisements. Money. You know that thing we make? Money. We don't make videos, we make money.
Yeah. It's like, this is the way I think about it. It's like, they have shown they have talent. Like, with Mega Runner, like, especially season 2, they have the talent. It's just like, you don't want to, like, Meggy is their fucking money man. Like, this is their their money man cow. Like, this is their money printing machine. This is their Wii. Like, this is SMG4 is Nintendo Wii. This is how they make all their money, because everyone loves Meggy. So they can't even put the effort in to, like, actually give it. The animation might be, like, they might put in the effort to animate it, but if you're not even going to put in the effort to write a good story or do any good writing at all, like, you're just, like, for example, Destiny, where you're just going to have her 5 episodes and kill her off and just manage to make a big deal about it, then what are you please, if you're going to put that much effort into it, don't waste your fucking time with some bullshit story and horrible writing. And just do it right the first time. It is not that hard. My God, I'm 15 and I can write better stories than that.
And comparing Metal Runner to his Destiny or Sunset Paradise is really something, because like the writing is fine. It works fine. The animation looks pretty good, and it knows what it's trying to be, and it doesn't try to stray from that. Meggy's Destiny, like on the SMG4 channel, is just it's nothing like it was before, and they're not even doing it well. Changes can be done well. You can see what every young adult cartoon of the past 10 years on how to change the story into something more serious. They did not do it that well.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, you could have done the research before you tried to do it. But, I mean, I guess, to be honest, they announced the movie, I want to say, almost a month or two before they released the actual movie, and like they probably could have just not done that. They probably did some more research first, and then actually put release a trailer when they knew it was going to be fine. And this is like a common mistake that I see like some people in some companies make, is like they don't want to wait. And this is actually what happened with Cyberpunk 2077. Is like they hyped it up way too early, and then the release product, I like the game, I love the game, but it was still kind of crap, for example, Cyberpunk was full of bugs and stuff. In the case of Meggy's Destiny, it was just not good. It was not very good.
Cyberpunk is at least trying to improve its game. Meggy's Destiny is unimprovable.
Yeah, I mean,
do you see the big patch they were releasing? Holy shit, that is a very big.
Like they just released 1.2. Actually, even though they got a cyberware a ransomware attack, they still managed to put out 1.2. At least like patch 1.2. At least they were trying to fix the fucking game. Meggy's Destiny at this point, I mean, yes, it's already over a year old, of course, but it's on YouTube. There is no fixing it once it's up. I mean, sure, they could probably delete it and have re-uploaded it, but that time is way past. Like, they already goofed way too hard as it is, so.
And that reminds me, they did all of the characters dirty. Bob does not have a single good line. Like, most characters do not have a single line, and they're trying to push Axel as the reason Meggy is happy.
Yeah.
Because he's a Symbi.
Yeah. They probably just set it up for villain. Now that I think about it, but actually no, because that was like well over a year ago.
Who knows? Maybe my joke about him being a time traveler and going back in time to save Meggy from killing herself, so no one could have created.
Yeah.
Mario is the only funny thing about this movie.
My thinking is, of course, you've already heard my opinion. You guys at least. Oh, well, continue. If you want to talk, continue.
Can we hear SMPM's opinion?
Oh yeah, he can't talk, but I might be able to see if he can share it in. I don't know.
It probably won't be on the podcast, but we'll probably link his opinion in the description. Arrow, what are your thoughts on the film?
Window mic.
Not very good. Technically, I guess you could say it's somewhat impressive, but obviously the facial expressions could have used work, especially with the amount of close-ups we get of Meggy's face.
Arrow, what are your thoughts on the movie?
Like when I first watched it, I guess it was okay at first, but then it just felt like it was getting dragged for the most part. Like I didn't really sense so much emotion. It just felt like an episode that's just been elongated for like 45 minutes.
I mean, yeah, it could easily have been shorted down to half its length, and it would probably have been better.
Yeah, to be honest, like it's hardly a movie actually. Like 45 minutes might be long for an episode, but like movies are usually 2 hours. But technical terms aside, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody asked. I mean, yeah, it's just like you put way too much in here that was not necessary. You could have halved the episode length and just released it as a normal episode, and probably would have been not as bad. But the fact that they made this like it was a full fucking movie. This is the effort you put into a movie? Excuse me? I mean, you took, what was it, almost a month or so to make this 45-minute piece of trash? You literally could have just, like, released it as, like, a 20-minute video or something, and people probably would have perceived it a lot better because, like, oh, they didn't take that long to make it. No, you took fucking a month and a half, or I don't even remember how long it was at this point. I never rewatched a little bit of the movie, but I never actually rewatched like where the trailer was. But you took so long to make this, and this is the result. It just makes it come out even worse. To be honest, I probably wouldn't hate it so much if it was shorter and it wasn't like a full movie. But the fact that it's a movie and they put so much effort into this, it just makes it so much worse. Like, come on.
The fact that if it wasn't 40 minutes long, we couldn't fit in the subtle racism.
The fact that this is the first SMG4 movie ever just disgusts me.
I mean, to be fair, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt saying that this is their first movie that they've ever made. Maybe they just need some time to get it right, but like, come on.
I'm fairly certain that they made Meta Runner before this, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Absolutely, they did. Yeah, but like I think they have a completely different team working on Meta Runner. To be fair,
I'm just gonna say right now, Meta Runner. I'm just gonna say right now.
Even then.
I'm just gonna say right now, Meta Runner is.
Same thing.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Meta Runner is over. There's no more content. I don't think.
Evidently, he was setting up a third season where we still have no word on whether that's actually happening or not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now, the show is canceled. Lux is dead. The arc is over. There's nothing else to be set up. I don't want any new stories. The show is at this point done. If they continue it at this point, it's going to go into seasonal rot.
Well, I mean, I guess with that aside, that might be the case. But I'm sure they might have a season 3 eventually. But I mean, let me look at it this way. Sure, Meta Runner probably came before that, but even if they had a different team working on that, look at it this way. SMG4 has been making videos for, like, at the time of the movie, almost 10 years. And you're telling me that you could write such great episodes before this, and to be honest, modern SMG4 isn't amazing. I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's not as good as it used to be. But, like, you're going to tell me you've been writing individual episodes, releasing them, weekly that would actually pretty decent for like 10 years, and you can't even make a good movie? Like, where did it go? What happened to all the talent that, like, I remember, the show used to have? The good writing. I mean, okay, well, maybe it wasn't good writing. It's kind of just like, back in the day, it was just Luke, like, slapping out random shit and, and, like, hoping it would work, and it did. But, like, you have been doing this for 9 years. You can probably put out something much better than that. I'm just saying. You could have.
Like I said, if this was just like a simple, like, double-length episode, that would have worked. It would have been perfect, but wouldn't have been perfect, but it would have worked as a good writing. It would have worked as a much faster-paced, action-packed thing.
Yeah, because like they're probably okay at doing like shorter length episodes. Like I know Meta Runner episodes are like 15 minutes at the most, and those are like pretty alright. But like when you try to like Kevin, I'm pretty sure Kevin's the one who writes modern SMG4, and he probably also wrote the movie. But like I mean, it's like you have to stay in your lane. If you know how to write like 10-minute episodes of like whatever, then stick to that. If you have no clue how to write a good 45-minute movie, you probably shouldn't be trying to write a good 45-minute movie, because I can tell you right now it's not going to be very good.
And for some reason, everyone likes this movie because, it's Meggy. Yeah, we're going to simp for Meggy, even though she's not going to fuck us.
Yeah, because everyone wants to get into Meggy's pants. Like,
just as well, Destiny, people are still talking about Destiny, and that kind of also ruins the point of this movie.
SMG4
it was supposed to be the closing.
SMG4 has recently been baiting Destiny's return and
Yeah,
it's kind of
like-
funny.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that actually, but well, I guess if we can talk about that, then yeah. But like, in that actually, they did that. I think they kind of did that with they didn't really do that with Meggy's Destiny, I guess, because like they did, but they didn't, I guess, in a way, like yesn't. But
Yeah, it was meant to be like the closing story for Destiny, but the fact that
It's
people
like-
were still clamoring so much for her return, and that
even
they're
though it
deliberately
was, like,
baiting.
2 years. It's like, so what was it? The anime arc was in what, 2019 or 2018 or 2017? I don't remember.
It was
I wanna say it was
2019.
2019, right?
Waluigi arc
Yeah,
was
I think
2018,
so.
and that was a good thing. That was the best arc in the series.
I mean, Waluigi arc was alright, I guess. The Waluigi arc is probably my favorite out of all the arcs.
Okay, Waluigi arc.
Yeah, but
And
that's another
Ball
part. That was his
Rapper
first
Ball
attempt doing an arc, and it worked because
Actually, no, I
he
think
stuck
he
to
did
what he
the
was
Rapper
doing.
Ball arc before.
Bob arc
But
is
I
good.
don't think yeah, but like no, Waluigi arc was still like even that was his second attempt at an arc then, and he did really well. I think the Rapper Ball arc was also okay. Like I like Waluigi more, but I think
Yeah,
the Rapper
definitely.
Ball was pretty alright.
Rapper
He
Ball
involved
was
some
very-
character development, which not in an
To be
intrusive
honest,
way.
So let me just say it this way. So anime arc, if it was just the first half and not like including the second half, but if it was just the first half of the arc, it would have been great. If it included the second, if the second half, if they decided in the second half, if the second half just had Axel as the villain, that would have made it so much better. But no, they decided to make it this fucking mess. And then that honestly that really ruined the anime arc for me. I mean, I don't hate it completely. I still kind of like it, but I kind of cringe when I think about like how much better it could have been if they just did it this way or that way. And I mean, of course, it's too late now, but it's still like you could have just
First off, Francis, I thought it was hilarious. Like,
yeah.
the guy played Super Paper Mario a lot, and he was a character from there, obviously.
Yeah,
But then he
exactly.
turned into
Wow.
a bad guy. But then he turned into a bad guy, and it just
Oh,
That's
that's
it.
going to hell.
That
Axel
seemed a
could
bit
have
random.
Axel
He
could
was
have
like-
been better.
He was like
Honestly,
this good guy, and then he became this bad guy for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, what was his goal? To be the best weeb? Like, there's no goal there.
Considering Axel was the freaking main guy, you would have thought it would have made so much more sense if Axel was the fucking villain. He had been a social fucking reject. He lived in Incomplice where Meggy lived, and he was a fucking social reject. He had all the reason in the world to be a villain. Francis, what the fuck did Francis do? Oh my god, he wanted fucking waifus. Why?
Literally, that is the
Led the mafia and he owned the castle.
Of revenge. Like,
That's his motive. That is his motive. I want waifus. I want to be the best fucking weeb ever. That was his whole thing. There we go.
Yeah, Axel actually had a much better motive. Maybe his motive was revenge. Because he had been a fucking social reject and an accomplice, so he had a reason to kidnap all those aliens and try to use them for his own good. Because he wanted revenge. But no,
Yeah, it's so clear.
You know what? You know what else? That would have also set up better the subtle racism from Meggy's Destiny if Axel was also one of
It
the
was
social
so.
rejects.
It's so plainly obvious that Axel was the original villain, but just last second.
yeah,
They
they
were
pushed
like-
it last second just to, what are you? So
Imagine
maybe
him as a funny, reoccurring character, and he had the edgy humor.
Because I'm thinking, what am I thinking is like maybe they did it for like that kind of like the power corrupts thing. They always say power corrupts. Well, you think about it, Francis like had a full fucking limo and shit. He was clearly pretty rich and stuff. And so maybe they wanted to say, oh, Axel's the poor guy who just draws shit and it comes to life. Maybe they wanted to say, okay, well, Francis has more wealth and power and stuff. He should be the villain because stereotypes. Maybe that happened. Maybe that should happen.
They literally pulled. They
I think
pulled.
Francis is
They pulled a kid.
dropped the ball on Francis just because simple. He had everything he could have realistically ever wanted. He had everything he could have ever needed.
Yeah.
Screen share.
So
There is
They
one
don't
scene.
because
There is
stereotypes, I
one
guess,
scene.
you know?
There is one scene in Meggy's Destiny where Meggy just gets. Sorry, there's no humans allowed there. No humans allowed there. If they're not allowed anywhere, then why the fuck were they allowed in Inkopolis in the first place? They're not just there to be tourists.
It's like,
Want to go have some
it's
fun,
like,
you know?
why?
Why were they even allowed in the Splatfest?
That's like you're going on a vacation to say Hawaii, but they're like, everyone that's not Hawaiian can't do shit. If you're not Hawaiian, you can't
The
do
only
it.
thing I liked about that scene was the music. It was. I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
Luffy.
It's like you literally.
Oh, you're cutting out again.
Yeah, Rowdy.
Someone's drunk.
Drunk Rowdy.
It
I mean,
shouldn't work. Like,
And like that part, like having all this shit.
Rowdy, it's happening again. Oh, no.
It's like you literally. What?
What is going on with Rowdy's internet over there? Like, Rowdy, are you okay?
I mean, yeah, they never explained how Meggy was able to get into Splatfest. Like, oh, maybe she still has her freaking, still can confirm her identity, but nothing was ever shown by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rowdy, your internet's cutting out. You might need to reset it a moment.
Yeah, while we're at it, let's play a little game. Let's see let's play how to make Meggy's Destiny better. What can make it better? What are your ideas? What is everyone's ideas?
Alright,
Obviously, split it in
number
half.
one. Okay.
Rather just compress it into a half in half.
For a plot point. Yeah. So, but yeah, Dre, you supposed to play with help. So go ahead.
Rid of some of the less useful solo moments.
More humor?
Rid of the stupid plot line of, oh, these guys cheated.
Yeah, that one was like, we need some plot twist for the second obstacle. What do we got? Cheating. That's the best one.
I have no
They
idea
could've-
why the cheating plot was even there.
Imagine
Like, why? That's just useless. Why isn't there if Meggy's just gonna get back?
Create fake tension. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yep. Just build tension because well, what fucking reason do they have other than, like, okay, maybe, like, for, like, well, I mean, yeah, you kind of want some tension, I guess, in your thing.
Why is
Like,
half of this
I mean, for
Splatfest?
me, the tension was already good enough. She had a specific motive for winning,
You're
and
bad?
it was tough competition.
Yeah.
Didn't
They were
exactly
either
need the
bad or
subtle
assholes.
racism.
They're either bad or assholes. That was all the Splatfest contendants.
yeah,
Bad,
it's
asshole.
yeah, it's like, come on. Like, to be honest, I mean, that part, like, I actually didn't think about that until Waro said it, but, like, I mean, you couldn't even be, you had the most flat as fuck characters that you could ever fucking imagine. Is you're like, you want to make a good movie? Start by making some actually good fucking diverse character. Not everyone being a
This is my
fucking
theory.
sadistic, like, asshole.
This is my
Yeah.
OC Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is my theory.
Look,
Just-
things weren't set up well. Like, they were rushed through. You could tell that everything was rushed through.
Exactly. This is my theory. They hadn't fully completed the story writing, but the deadline was up. So they just used all the concepts and then just threw it on there. And the concepts, of course, aren't fully, like, redeemed. They aren't fully, like, written out. So the whole thing was just flat.
Killer
It had, like,
Inc.
one character trait, there it is.
Killer Inc. is just generic rivals who are getting in the way of insert protagonist tears.
Even
Go.
Dusty was a more interesting ride. And she's Dusty.
Yeah. Destiny, like, keeping Destiny around for this whole arc thing would have made sense. Oh, they're friendly rivals. Okay, you can do a lot with that.
But then you fucking kill her off, and, like, it's not really the fact that it, like, pissed off so many people. It's more the fact that you just threw away a fucking character that you could have used for so many better things, like character development. You could have used it for fucking plot lines and shit. But no, you just fucking threw it away for the emotion, or like whatever the fuck their plan was. Like, what was your plan? Oh my god! Like they said, I remember they said after the anime arc, they were like, I don't know what was it, like they had to do it or something, or like I don't know, it was a tough decision. Dumbass, you could have kept her and made such better fucking characters out of it. Like you could have made better, like you could have
tried more when they killed.
Why have all of the shows that have been running for so long just go bad? Like, The Simpsons are now a terrible show, even though they have some good episodes now and then. Family Guy is not good at all. No good episodes at all.
Actually,
SpongeBob, well, I guess that's the only exception. SpongeBob is still good, except when season 6 to 8 aired, it's no.
Yeah, and like, I guess, like, the Loud House, probably the Loud House.
Oh yeah, the Loud House is about to become Nickelodeon's next cash cow.
Yeah.
SMG4 has been running out of ideas for years. It's been running on fumes.
SMG4 has already became bad.
Yeah, SMG4 is already starting to die. They have a hard time breaking 900,000 views on new videos, and they have 4 million subs. It's like, how would I? And to be honest, I do kind of have to say I blame some of that on YouTube, because like YouTube changed to basically make YouTube fucking YouTube Kids, but like slightly less censored. That's old bullshit. You have fucking YouTube Kids. Why change main YouTube when you have fucking kids? Why? What was the fucking point? You just ruined so much good shit.
Because irresponsible parents are blaming YouTube for
I know what it fucking is, because YouTube's actually fucking money hungry as shit, and YouTube is actually Google's cash cow, and they have to do it so that advertisers will not fucking demonetize every fucking video. Without
YouTube going back to normal, SMG4 is forever terrible. Also, Kevin is a terrible writer, but we can't only blame him. We cannot only blame him.
I think SMG4 would be fine. Modern SMG4 would be fucking fine if, like, SMG4 himself fucking wrote it. And it wasn't fucking Kevin making these stupid ass episodes based around emotion and shit. And, like, just made normal fucking funny episodes. It would probably be a lot better. You don't even have to change that much. But, just my thought.
I mean, those cliffhangers.
Oh yeah, cliffhangers. The cliffhangers.
A lot of you.
What?
Oh no, it's cutting out. Oh my. Why is everyone cutting out all of a sudden?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why, but every arc has to have a cliffhanger to create fake tension.
I know.
What's gonna happen next? Oh no.
Guys, find out next Saturday on the next SMG4 episode. Coming to you.
Wait till the next episode.
We're probably gonna reveal Meggy's
SMG4.
Yeah. It's
The
better
biggest problem.
like, at least Dragon Ball was fucking good.
The difference between Dragon and SMG4 cliffhangers. One was good, the other one wasn't.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Man. Well,
What else do I have to say?
Let's talk about some of the characters more. Let's talk about the side characters.
Yeah, let's
Mario.
talk. Tari is
God
barely.
damn.
It's just there to be good at everything because her
And
video game
being
funny.
annoying and wholesome with big quotation marks.
Just a
Yeah,
I'm still angry that Bob did not get a singular good line.
He got like one line in the whole thing I remember, and he go in for Bob. That wasn't even funny. That was like the only thing I remembered him saying.
the only fucking thing I remember her saying, yeah. Like, I guess, Tari, like, honestly, like, if I was just to scope this out to SMG4 in general, why the fuck did you need to put Tari in here? She has her own fucking show. Why did you need to, like, force her
Fucking
into your
Billboard.
series?
fucking billboard.
Right, yeah. It's for the fucking views and shit or whatever. Like, you know, like, you have to put it... So, because, like, in Meadowrunner, Tori's a fucking badass. Like, in some cases. You know, sure, she still got that, like, you know... I guess she still has that kind of, like, timidness in some way, but she's still much more of a badass than she is in SMG4. You literally just put her in SMG4 to be a fucking wholesome duck lover. You know, like... Now at this point, she's just fucking Sarah's blue-haired sister. Like, why? Why? You wasted more potential. You wasted even more potential than you already had. You know?
Right. Let's come up with new terms.
Tari is
Meggification and Meggification and Tarification.
Yeah.
Tari is just...
I mean,
Tari is just there for more simps.
I guess, you know, speaking of, like, you know, Man characters in SMG4 in general, at least Belle kind of, like, is kind of like she is in Meadowrunner. She's a fucking, like, you know, she's a fucking annoying, you know, she's always fucking annoyed by something, you know, she's always being a dick, you know, at least that kind of transfers to SMG4, you know, but, like, in the scope of, like, you know, Meggy's Destiny, but she wasn't in there at the time.
Like, to me, the entire evil double arc was just kind of stupid. Melanie, fine. She was funny before she got turned anime, but
Melanie was good. Melanie was good up until she went into full waifu mode. Now everyone just simps for, like, they simp for Tari and every other girl on the show.
Well, only because I'm pretty sure the only fucking so I know they said
Rowdy, you're cutting out again.
They Melanie, because let's be honest, they were running out of girls to get their fucking cast, like, their fucking audience to simp for. They need more girls for the audience to simp for, and there's Melanie, like, literally a fucking melon waifu. At least she was funnier when she was just a fucking melon, you know, at least that had some comedic effect to it.
Yeah, like,
and now her name
it had to be fast, and it was always funny.
Melanie's name has no meaning to it anymore. Like, what is a Melanie?
Yes, two big melons. She has 2 big melons. That's all she has now.
Yes, 2 big melons.
Yeah, she's just a fucking... Yeah. She has 2 big fucking mommy milker melons that Axel wants to fucking touch. That's it? That's fucking it?
Axel is a cuck.
Character development is to make a fucking...
Her character is sexy Ooga Booga Melon.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Axel and Simbu are the exact same person.
Anyways,
except one pause. And guess what? That doesn't matter anymore because Axel lost his ink weaver. Ha!
Oh shit! Well, wouldn't it have been nice to... Well, we just ruined Axel even more. He was already a fucking useless character beforehand.
Man, that's great.
I don't... Let me be honest, I don't even... So, like, I know I think some of y'all have talked about how Axel didn't really play a role in the movie. I don't even remember seeing Axel in the movie. I'm gonna be honest, I actually kind of forgot at this point already.
He was the whole reason...
Like, I already forgot.
He was the whole reason that Meggy was like,
even in the
maybe this cool skateboard that defies logic is kind of cool. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it right now. This movie is a literal advertisement for Splatoon 2. This movie is just there to advertise the game and get more members. And somehow it worked because one of our friends likes the movie. Because Splatoon 2, Splatoon, boo. Let's see, what else is there to say?
Much. I think we covered all bases.
Yeah, actually,
this is a 44-minute movie after all.
I guess, like, on the well, if I can talk, on the topic of, like, you know, where they were, like, they've been hinting at Destiny's return, which we all know is probably fucking bullshit anyway. You know, like, imagine if she comes back and she's fucking human Destiny. Oh my god, kill me. God, that would be fucking horrible, but I know if she comes back, that's probably gonna be what happens.
And apparently, for some reason,
characters.
you know what? Would you know?
Making more fuckable characters just for views. It's not even working.
I mean, yeah. And if they bring Destiny back, completely ruins Meggy's destiny even more than also. It completely removes its point of existing. It already is barely worth existing in the first place.
People have claimed to have PTSD over the anime arc, which we all know is not true at all.
I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt.
Oh no, someone died. I'm gonna have nightmares about this in my bed. Oh no.
Like,
It's not even that good. Why are you so
I
obsessive?
compared it to Stockholm Syndrome, which it wasn't a really very good term. I meant it more like an analogy. You know how, like, so in Stockholm Syndrome, it's like, you know, where, like, a cap or whatever.
Dude, you're cutting out again.
Rowdy, your internet, it's literally...
If you make an analogy out of it, it's kind of like, you know, somebody loves their enemy. It's like, it's kind of the situation here. It's some bullshit plot point. It's such a bullshit plot point. Well,
I mean, yeah, it's all been that. There was no real emotional punch to Destiny dying because people die all the time in SMG4.
Yeah, and like they just made it a big deal because then Destiny doesn't come back when Mario gets his head cut off like 10,000 times and just magically returns.
I mean, Meggy's been killed before too. How is this any different?
And I think that's probably what pissed a lot of people off. To be honest, it wasn't, you know, necessarily the fact that Destiny died. Okay, so now we're just changing the fucking logic. Yeah. How the fuck was this?
There goes your
right back.
Oh my god, Rowdy, you are literally cutting off. I don't know what's going on over there in whatever.
What were you thinking, dude? At least make your. I mean, I guess I just kind of listen to 4X nowadays, anyways, just consistency. I mean,
this movie is absolutely predictable. Like, okay, Mickey wins.
Yeah.
We all know that's gonna happen.
Right, we might want to start wrapping this up. The hour is almost over.
Yep, it is indeed almost over.
Yeah, 10 minutes left.
Let me see if yeah.
The subreddit really likes this movie, but the subreddit is filled with the underage, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all of YouTube right now.
Yeah,
really.
Young people,
It is,
YouTube.
like, that's. I mean, to be fair, 90% of SMG4's fans are fucking 9-year-olds.
Oh, how
Not
dare you
even
not like
90%
me?
because
That's it, I'm going to rage.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he brings back Meggy in 3 episodes because his new episodes aren't getting enough views.
Yeah.
Oh no, guys, we need money. We need to make the Simps fat more. Get Meggy back or something.
Word.
The show is doing progressively better without her in terms of critical ratings. The show's doing better without her in terms of critical ratings. This movie, the show's episodes are getting better by the second. Even if Mario was in episode was actually pretty good, unlike all the other ones recently.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess if you want to go ahead and just give it the rating already, go ahead.
All right, I'll give this.
I'm giving it.
This movie is
This
movie is fucking ass balls. It sucks. I hate it.
Low ass balls.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Basically, all these guys are rating it a 1. I'm rating it 1 too.
Yeah. It's like you know, high ass balls. If I'm being very, very, very generous, but yeah, they. To be honest, I mean, again, if they just didn't do it the fucking way they did, they just, you know, actually gave a shit about the writing. They shortened it down and stuff. You know, I probably could have given it at least a 5, but they just found they found a lot of fucking ways to ruin it, and they just.
How do you take a plot that could potentially work and just and still fuck it up?
SMG4 is just like the human race. Instead of evolving, you devolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
SMG4
world's
is
just
practically a
terrible
hell.
right now. We have coronavirus, terrible presidents, racists, sexists,
Well, racist-
homophobes,
racist.
transphobes, a bunch of other people.
Racist. I mean, racism isn't that bad nowadays as it was in the past. It's getting
Yeah.
a bit better, but a bit better isn't better. So
Yeah. It's a bit better, but that's still not as good as it could be.
Yeah.
You know. But hey, let's be honest. Human race is never gonna learn how to fucking cooperate. It's just how it is. We cannot fucking cooperate.
wait,
in,
this is become talking about funny SMG4 to deep lore of
Talk about humanity.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
hey Arrow,
Yeah.
you wanna give this movie a rating or something?
2 for
Oh yeah, he gave it a 2. So it's he gave it a no out of 10.
a no.
This movie is just not
No
worth your
out of
time.
10.
If you
It's
want to
just
go watch,
no, it's a -1.
if you want to go watch an actually good movie about something similar to the anime arc and Meggy's Destiny, go watch Wreck-It Ralph. It is very good. I tell you, it's very underrated. Too bad the sequel ruined it. Too bad the sequel just ruined it all.
Just say Wreck-It Ralph is underrated.
We're gonna have to cut that
Right.
out.
If I may say the last word of this podcast,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, my friend.
subtle racism.
Yo, mom.
Well, I guess that will do for this episode. My name is EW. I was joined by these idiots. Arrow7X, funny man,
You're not.
or not.
Yeah, aren't we done now? Should be done now.
Yeah.
We should just
He's just
end the recording.
Yes. Thank you everyone for watching this podcast. I hope you enjoy, and maybe if we get good reception,
Cheese.
maybe if we get good reception, we could do a full season of this show. Everyone say your last words. I'm about to end the recording.
Subtle racism.
Kings.
Cock, dick even.
Hockey is best boy.
Eh.